An Omega Speedmaster for under $2,000 is crazy good value, but we are talking about some cool pre-owned pieces today that can be offered for ridiculously good prices compared to the asking prices of today. Specifically, I'll be talking about the Speedmaster Date 3513, which is offered in many different dial variations. These pieces can range from the traditional black dial models to the classic panda face. There are also white and blue face models. Most of these come with the steel bezel, however, for a couple $100 more, you can get the classic black tachymeter bezel. Even though these models are not in circulation anymore, this reference comes from the early 2000s, meaning they will still be in pretty good shape and won't have many problems as they are only around 20 years old. This means they do not carry the expensive maintenance costs of a vintage Speedmaster or mechanical chronograph from the 60s or 70s. Anyways, let's get into this review. The 3513 comes in a perfect 39mm stainless steel case that tapers onto the wrist nicely. The case size is 3mm larger than its big brother, the Speedmaster Professional, meaning it fits onto pretty much every wrist and is perfect for those with smaller wrists. The lug width is a convenient 18mm and is fairly small for a 39mm. I prefer this, however, as it is nice and slender and doesn't set too heavily on the wrist when wearing the bracelet. Speaking of the bracelet, it has the classic Speedmaster style stainless steel bracelet that is luxurious and has its own style. The lugs themselves are beautifully curved and polished to perfection, giving the Speedmaster a slim case design. The case thickness on this piece is 14mm, which is a bit thick, but still can be worn under the cuff of a shirt. Inside of the case is an Omega 1152 caliber, which is a reliable and well-made automatic chronograph movement. It has a good 44 hours of power reserve and is plated in a rhodium finish, which is a nice touch. There is a sapphire crystal, which is expected for a watch around $2,000, and this does the job well. What is disappointing, however, about the Speedmaster is that it only has 15 meters of water resistance. This means you can't swim with it, but it should be fine for everyday activities and life. There is also a date complication, which you don't find on many of the other popular Speedmaster models, which is handy as well. Now, since the 3513 comes in many color variations, I will show you a wide variety of dials and its overall layout. Compared to the Professional, the sub-dials are on the 6, 9 and 12 hour marks on the face, which gives it a C shape compared to the traditional V shape. The black face is classy and cool, giving the piece its own unique and historical value. The blue dial is stunning and has a sunburst dark blue face. There is also a reverse panda dial which looks sporty and reminds me of the classic Paul Newman Daytona from Rolex. However, my favourite is the silver and white dial. This is because it's different and it's damn gorgeous. With the bracelet, it will stand out from the other Speedmasters due to its white face, and if you put a black leather strap on it, it will turn into a classy dress piece. Additionally, this is the cheapest variant of the 3513 Speedmaster, as they come in usually under $2,000 on places like Chrono24 and other pre-owned watch markets. Since this model is pre-owned and not in circulation, you have to be careful when purchasing this piece. Places like eBay can provide you with a better price, however, they may not be 100% legitimate or authentic. You should do your research on how to spot a fake Speedmaster before buying this piece. Overall, for this price, you are getting a model that has a rich history in space exploration, even though it isn't the moon variant, and you are getting some insanely good value for your money, because $2,000 for a luxury mechanical chronograph from one of the most famous luxury Swiss watchmakers that is loved by the watch community and is not even over 20 years old, there is no excuse for you not to buy one, and it definitely should be your first luxury watch purchase. If you, however, do not have the funds to buy a Speedmaster yet, click the video on the screen now to see 5 great alternatives that come under $500. If you enjoyed this review, click the other videos on the screen now to see similar watch related content. Like, comment and subscribe now. See you later.